Are you trying to get a step ahead of the competition right now? If you're a large organisation, you've probably tried becoming more agile and nimble in the way you work. This is a great way to get an edge, but yet, despite best efforts, many organisations are failing in their quest to inject business agility into their operating models. Why are they failing? Well, we've noticed there are 5 common roadblocks in the path of success. Removing these barriers and you're on your way to true business agility, empowering your employees to be their best so they can deliver the best for your customers. Roadblock 1, leaders are not leading the way. When it comes to business agility adoption, the number 1 barrier to success is leadership. If your leadership team is not on board with change, then it will be very difficult to get wider buy-in from other areas of the business. And while leaders maybe show their support by signing off on the initiative, if they then step away from the process, there is a disconnect that can be damaging to its success. So what can leaders do to lead the transformation? Leaders must become stewards of the transformation. Their role is to make it safe and beneficial to all. Leaders should communicate to teams on a quarterly basis, sharing updates about the transformation and how it's impacting on the business. To get leadership buy-in, clearly demonstrate the objectives and benefits of business agility and how to measure it. Let's have a look at roadblock 2, Ironclad silos. Organisational design is fundamental to transformational business agility. Without the right operating model in place, it's like jumping on a bike that's missing a wheel. You won't get anywhere. The problem is that silos build bureaucratic barriers between departments. These barriers make it difficult for disparate teams to work together to achieve common outcomes, which is what transformational business agility is all about. Of course, it's not just simple to flick the switch on silos and pivot to startup. So how do you break down silos? Firstly, experiment. Start with one team, line of business or project, and demonstrate the advantages of bringing other teams on board to support the project. Demonstrate the success of one project and then roll out to other areas. And support long-lived teams, giving them accountability for expenditure and return on investment. Roadblock 3, lack of capacity. If you lack the internal capacity to continuously reflect and examine all parts of the business, then it will be very difficult to achieve organisational-wide business agility. Without this capacity, improvement opportunities are missed and the transformation cannot evolve in line with the business evolution. Often organisations will bring in consultants to make transformation changes, but outsourcing a project like this will not ingrain the agility into your organisational's DNA. And this DNA is crucial if you want the business agility transformation to have a future. Here's how to build your capacity. Encourage business agility training for employees to educate them about the how and why about what you're doing. Let them champion the methodologies. Don't get an external consultant to do business agility for you. Instead, find an expert who will do it with you. There is a real difference there. Roadblock 4. Your vision doesn't align to your values. Different teams have different notions of value. Your interpretation of what's valuable to the business may sit in stark contrast to a colleague in another department. With no clear vision around value, projects and indeed entire companies end up in a mess because everybody looks to the company's vision through a different lens. Think of a retailer. The e-commerce division of a company will have a very different goal to the bricks and mortar division. One wants to drive online sales and the other wants higher footfall in its stores. This misalignment can lead to conflict. What they should be doing together is what the customer wants. After all, it's what's valuable to the customer and sales and loyalty. So here's how to align your values. Develop a centralised model for measuring business value in collaboration with executive and strategy teams, as well as mid-level managers. Be crystal clear about what success looks like and share this with every team. Create OKRs and pair these with a scorecard system that reflects how teams solve other challenges and deliver results. For more information, check out the links about OKRs below. Roadblock 5, your legacy culture. According to the 14th Annual State of Agile report, the biggest challenge to adopting an Agile framework is organisational culture. Older companies often have entrenched and risk-averse cultures, attitudes and behaviours that can be incredibly hard to shift. Yet if you can't shift the culture, then it will be very difficult to pivot to an agility-first mindset. Sticking inspirational posters on the walls around your office will not shift your culture. Remember the first roadblock we talked about? Yep, Leaders not only have to walk the talk when it comes to business agility transformation, but they also need to lead the charge. Everyone across the business should be encouraged to embrace behaviours like trust and respect, accountability, commitment, collaboration, creativity and empowerment. It sounds simple, but it can take some time. Our culture tips are: empower individuals to take ownership of change. Appoint cultural champions who have the authority and capacity to make the changes to your organisational culture. Ensure that leaders are 100% on board with cultural change. If they aren't, then it will never succeed. If you try to implement a business agility framework and fail due to barriers such as these, you don't have to go it alone. Our business agility coaches can step in to help you pinpoint where your roadblocks lie and then show you how to remove them. We won't do the business agility for you, rather we'll empower you to do it yourself successfully. To learn more about how our business agility coaches can help your business transform, please get in touch today.